Welcome. I think the stream title says how my week's gone. We're gonna chalk it up to what the August. Hope everybody else's week has been better than mine. Although it ended on a better note, it didn't start on a good note. But yeah, today I got with me Kat and Jayce. I like Kat coming and being more routinely here.
Yes, because I don't have a job.
I know that feeling. I wish I lived by you. I could be your personal Uber driver, Instacart driver.
Yeah, but I live in Michigan.
I know. I'm never going to Michigan to live. Sorry. There's a lot of states I want to go back to or choose from, but that ain't one of them.
And why not?
It's a little too much snow for me. Nebraska was bad enough. I picked the one part of Washington that like sleeted, but didn't snow because it was too far down the mountain. Which oddly, when you think about living at the base of the mountain, you don't think it won't snow. But I'll take rain any day over snow. Although I have 2 vehicles that could actually survive it now, I still don't want the snow. One thing me and my boyfriend agree on: it's cold, and I don't mind cold, but fuck the snow. It's more ice, but I hate the snow because it looks all pretty, and then it gets all nasty, and then it's just like, ew.
Then it turns into a sheet of ice.
Yeah. And when you work nights and you have to drive in that, it's not cool. We have Laura coming in. Hello. Then attending a critique group. And Spence. Hello, lovely. Yeah, sleep is worse than snow. I will agree with that. But like in Washington, it was more rain than sleet, so it wasn't that bad of a deal.
The storm. It skips the pretty part. 3 years ago.
Except when it's on the trees.
Oh, it's very pretty on the trees. You just
Crystal trees are beautiful.
Till they snap.
3 years ago, when we had that really bad snowstorm here in Michigan, I turned 21 like the week or two before. My roommate turned 21 during the storm. We lived about a block away from a bar. I went out. So our other roommate's parents, who I call my parent, like they're my mom and dad number 3, on my 21st birthday, because I was going to spend my birthday alone, because the other 2 had night class. So they got out of class at like 9 p.m. So they picked me up and they took me to a bar and they bought me all my drinks. They brought me food. They bought me dessert for my birthday. And then they had to help me walk to the car because in like an hour, in under 2 hours, I had over 11 shots of alcohol. And it started to hit me.
Last night.
And it started to hit me like right as we were leaving. Because I had had a lot of alcohol in a short period of time.
Question is, what shots did you have? I know you probably don't remember back, but
well, some of like I say the equivalent of 11 shots because like between some of the drinks there was like probably more than a shot of alcohol, honestly. And some of those drinks, we're saying it was 11, probably more. I know for a fact, I had her mom was like, you have to get a blowjob shot and do the thing. So I did that. And then I also had a shot of Jack Daniels. And she's like, I wish I had recorded that one because you did that shot like a pro. You are your father's daughter. I think I did. I don't remember, but I think I did at least one other type of shot. I had a Skittles. It was a rainbow layered drink, and every color was a different alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had a Long Island iced tea. And then there was more in there. I don't remember all of it. But there was a lot.
So the reason I was asking this because last night a friend of ours turned 33, and the crowd that was there, like not all of our friends were there, but like enough of us were there. Every single body bought him a shot. And when we got there at 9, he had already had a 4 Horseman and a buttery nipple and like 4 or 5 other shots that I don't know the names to.
Oh, and I had at least one Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
I knew that part. Well,
And so one of our friends was like, I'm gonna buy him a wet asphalt. And I was like, okay, but he better have my shot first, because after he has a 4 Horseman and then a wet asphalt, he's gonna be on the asphalt. It's like those are 2 of the strongest fucking shots. And he's like, okay. So I bought him a shot of Sambuca, and then my boyfriend bought him a shot of just regular whiskey, and then another friend bought him a Starfucker. And then the owner of the bar bought him a Silly Willy, which is a UK drink. It actually isn't that bad, but it's supposed to fuck you up really good. I don't know, maybe I just have had enough alcohol in my life. It didn't. But I think by the time he left, and this motherfucker tried to drive. We stopped him, but he tried to drive. He's like, oh, I'm fine. Dude, I can't see your pupils. You're not fine. You're not driving. Oh, I'm just going 2 streets down to Denny's. I don't give a flying fuck. Like, I'll turn my Uber app on and drive you myself. You're not fucking going. But he had a total of like 23 shots and was still walking around talking without slurring. And I'm like, dude, your stomach is going to hate you in the morning. Oh my god. He had a shot with like Tabasco sauce in it. I can't even know the names to all the shots he had. But just the fact that he had a wet asphalt and a 4 Horseman together and was still standing upright, like, boy can't get girls, but he can damn sure drink. It was crazy. It was a crazy night. I had fun celebrating by watching him drink. And everybody buying him shots and him smelling and going, what's in this? It was crazy. Let's see. We had Jennifer coming in. Hi, beautiful people. And Jayce.
Jayce is there's a bunch of cats in a trench coat.
Right? People, cats. And we had a mistreat attempt. What he's thought. I was pregnant on my 21st with Kira, so I had 1 beer. That was it. Last time I had a friend at a drinking party where he'd drink what people gave him. He'd literally crawl upstairs to get back to bed. Oh my god. You're allergic to alcohol? That sucks. Are you allergic to...
I'm not allowed to drink alcohol anymore because of my ulcerative colitis. It'll cause me extreme pain.
That's crazy. And 2 weeks later, you got a migraine because he put orange in. Yeah, I remember you're allergic to that. That stinks. Did he accidentally do it, or did he just forget that you were? You said knowing you're allergic, so did he just like forget what he poured had orange in it? I'm confused. I just realized that, but the freaking timer on the thingy. I was too busy chatting. Chatting. Oh my god, the funniest thing ever is seeing a Karen in a bar. When you are with like a group of people that are all as funny and don't give a fuck like y'all. So my boyfriend, there were 2 girls walking by, and anytime he just sees girls, he's just like, smile. And so he said that to one girl, and she goes, I don't have anything to fucking smile about. Who are you to tell me to smile? I was like, dude, calm down, Karen. It was a joke. And so like he told one of his friends, and pretty much all the guys in the bar decided they were going to make it her, like their prerogative that night to tell her to smile and get the stick out of her ass all night. It was hilarious. She looked pissed off. You specifically told him no orange. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say whatever he poured in it, he didn't know had orange in it. Like some drinks have orange zest or peel in them. It is overrated. But it does.
Actually, with the stuff that I've heard about CB's father, I would not put it past him to purposely do it.
Probably, but I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying. It's really hard to do. I'm a total
Also, it is actually a thing that some people just don't believe that you have a food allergy or an allergy, and they will actually purposely give you the thing.
Yep.
Just to see what happens. That's what I don't understand. Like, I understand you're like, okay, I have a food allergy, and they're like, okay, and they're like, oh, maybe it's not that bad. I'm gonna give her a little bit. But then when they purposely do it and they put a lot in, we're just gonna see what happens. She's probably lying. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm allergic to narcotics and alcohol. They cause me to break out in handcuffs. Yeah, that'd be why. Like, I drove last night on the way home. Hi, Gary. Yeah, the boyfriend only had like 6 shots, but like I was just like, you normally drink like that, but you're also emotionally like fucked up tonight, so I'm just gonna give me your keys. Like, I knew we should have took mine. We took his vehicle because I was the one that was supposed to be drinking and getting fucked up. I was the one there to celebrate. I ended up driving home. We didn't know emotional abuse was coming in the bar. So, yeah, that was great icing to the cake of my fucked up week. So, I don't know. Not a lot of y'all actually come to my Twitch streams, which are on Wednesdays, by the way. I don't know for the foreseeable future if they will start at 7 or change. They should still be on time. Kira starts on time. Kira starts choir rehearsals and gets out at 4. And then next month she starts basketball and they get out at 5:30. Right now, while I'm just doing Uber and Lyft, that's not a problem. But when I talk to this lady on Monday and figure out which job I'm going to have, I will either get off. I will either be 7 to 4 or 8 to 5. So either way, I should be able to pick up Kira and be at my Twitch stream by 7. And that should give me enough time still to cook dinner or run errands or whatever. So I might be able to actually add more streams than just Wednesdays. So just be on the lookout for that. Been allergic or hypersensitive to orange since I was 5 or 6 years old. Oh yeah, so he had plenty of time to know. So he was just being a jackass. To alcohol, the cause of, and solution of all life's problems. True. I'm not gonna lie on that one. It's an extreme lack of empathy or arrogance thing or a bullying tactic. Yeah. I get that. I have no faith in humanity. I don't know why it surprises me anymore. But I think it's just mean. It's just cruel. Why would you purposely do that shit? I don't know. Let me. No, I don't want to invite for the bomb. I want to share the bomb. We're not gonna get it started right now. I just want to get it up so I don't forget and be like, let's spread, and then fuck. Because that's something I would do. We'll start in 2 minutes. That way it's on the 10. I can go get me some breakfast while I pull up all my stuff. Yeah, last Wednesday I couldn't get on Twitch because I'd be damned if 6:50 a storm didn't come to rival all freaking storms. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was really pretty. I was able to sit out on the deck and like watch it till it started blowing sideways. But there was no way I was streaming. It was flat. Lights were flashing. Like, it was lightning. It was thundering. Dogs were howling. It was crazy. Yeah. to feel in control without feeling responsible for consequences. Yeah. To be fair to the clown, though, he was out of my life when I was 5 till I was 13 because of his own stupid actions. But he knew that you were allergic. Yeah.
With some people, they think that if the allergy doesn't kill you, then they can freely give you the stuff that you're
Yeah.
allergic to.
It's like, and it depends. I mean, it's not necessarily always a malicious thing or just not listening. Like, I hate olives and I'm allergic to mushrooms. But my mom doesn't see it as an allergic reaction because nothing swells. I just get really itchy. Like my whole mouth gets so itchy I can't stand it.
Yeah, but that can get a lot worse really
Right.
fast.
Right. But yet Kira's mint allergy started the same way and then progressively got worse over the years. So like I was like, okay, I don't need this. This is what's happening every time I eat it. And so I quit eating it. And I just told people I was allergic because they tend to listen a little more when you're like, instead of saying an intolerance or I just don't like it. But she's like, oh, it'll be fine. Just pick them off. Okay. Yeah, I'll just do that. And then I go order my own pizza.
That's when you take a mallet to her knee and say, "You'll be fine, just walk it off."
She already needs knee surgery, so no.
Maybe it would get her knee surgery faster.
Yeah, because stubbornness and the money of not being able to work, you know. Been taking notes on this book I'm reading about writing descriptions. What's the book called? I read a couple on descriptions. Maybe it's one I need to read. Monday night we had a big branch snap off the tree in the tree lawn. I was trying to pull Jack back in the house as he stood on the front porch on his phone as it was lightning outside. It sounds like a guy. I gotta get wanting to inform his dad, he's our landlord, but do it in the house too. Do it from the window where you're safe.
So my brain was immediately like, I'm the person that I would want to actually just run around the tree that had just fallen in the storm. Like,
I'm all for running around in the rain, even if there's
but
like
not in that kind of
thunder.
a storm. Not that kind
Even
of a
if
storm.
it's
That
lightning,
has just done that.
I'm the dumbass that will still run around in the rain and the thunder and lightning, but not with the phone. Even I'm not that dumb or crazy. I'm not crazy, but not like with that.
When we still lived at the trailer park, and we had the third roommate, she worked at a Starbucks in a store, and so sometimes she had to leave at like 5 o'clock in the morning because she had to like do all the opening stuff. And we heard, like, all of us woke up because we heard a really loud something. We found out the next day it was lightning hitting a tree, and we heard the tree explode onto a bunch of trailers. And if she had been outside, because it happened at the time she would have been leaving for work. I was like, oh, I'm so glad you weren't outside. I'm so glad.
Yeah, because it probably would have arced off and hit her too.
We ended up finding out a couple weeks later that it messed up the internet because of how close everything is.
Yeah.
Because it even blew some of the tree out of the ground.
Oh, wow.
That's how powerful the bolt was. Like, they actually had to take the whole tree out, like roots and all, when they removed it.
That's
to clean
insane.
it up. So we actually found out that it messed up our internet. So then they had to, and we are apparently the only ones who called because, like, hey, our internet has been really effed up for a while, for a couple weeks. And we were like, well, there was this really bad lightning storm. So they came and found out that it also messed up the entire internet line. So then they had to replace everybody's internet stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because we called.
Be like, thank you. Can I get free rent for a month?
No.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna ask why, but I know schools, and you said majoristic, so been there, seen that. Thank God, never done that.
I did ride a bike in a thunder and lightning storm, but I had to get home from work.
Oh my god. The branch was on my side of the driveway, my car would have been busted as fuck. Wow.
I have been within 20 feet of a lightning strike twice.
Damn.
See, I like watching the long exposures of lightning hitting stuff because you either see the arc coming up to hit it, or like I had this picture that I used to have as a poster that I had framed that was lightning coming straight down in the middle of this humongous, beautiful freaking oak tree. It was like 100 years old. I don't know what happened to the oak tree, but it was pretty as it was coming down. All right, let's go ahead and get our first sprint going because if we don't, we'll talk all day long.
We will.
All right, we will get this one going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
Da bum bum, da bum 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 bum.
I was first.
Well, yeah, because last time I looked at it, it was 5 minutes. I was like, oh shit, I gotta get this thing started. So fine, yes, you were first. Oh,
Mostly because I looked up and I saw that there were 5 seconds. I'm like, okay.
wow. Damn it. Alright, so Kat run to the dollar store. She'll be back. Otherwise, she could wait an hour. I don't know. How rude.
Stephanie Tanner.
Yes. So Jules came in with the pillow and Megan with the first boom. So why does this not surprise me is my answer to this statement. Although I will say that must be something that's happening more often because I seen on ridiculousness. This guy, homeless guy, had his like homeless cart beside him and was sitting on a bench asleep, and his head was on the back of a sheep that had a leash on it. I guess that's one way to get your down pillow in sheep form. I don't know. I know down is goose, but still, whatever. As a way to get your fluffy pillow, I guess. It was very weird. Why would a homeless guy have a sheep? What's he doing with said sheep? I probably don't want to know, but still. You got, please help me. I need to feed my sheep. Homeless will do anything for sheep to be fed.
Although, on a cold night, sleeping next to a sheep would be very warm.
And smelly. But you're already smelly, I guess, so you don't care. But, I mean, worst comes to worst, you got food. I don't know. It was very, like, they were laughing. And I was like, looked at the boyfriend. I was like, that's kind of creepy, scary, and smart all in one. I don't know. So I don't know if that's why it doesn't surprise me, or if like what I was talking about earlier, society does not faze me anymore. Like the mysterious things that goes on in this world just makes it easier to write books, and it seemed fantastical. And be like, no, I actually seen that happen. Yeah. Is it bad that the most excited thing the thing I'm most excited for with getting a new job is the fact that I will be making more money, therefore I can get more Halloween decorations. Because I feel like I'm behind the curve and I didn't need to be, because I know August starts people putting Halloween stuff out. And then I go and lose my job right in August. So I'm like, okay, like I had to use August to do the kids' school clothing and stuff because I didn't have my income tax. So usually I'd be like, already bought a whole like month's worth of shit. But I showed you all the stuff I got and everything in my haul from Dollar Tree, which was fine. But like mom texted me last night and she's like, we have some more of these. Do you want them? I'm like, yeah, get like 3 of these and 2 of these and 4 of these. Like, haven't you already made your bouquets? I was like, yeah, but you never know. It's glittery and it's Halloweeny and it'll work for anything. Universal for the goth. 3 of my 7 Halloween 100 word stories have already been rejected. No. There's still hope for the other 4. Fingers crossed. People are allowed to have up to 10 stories accepted per pen name. Well, that part's cool. At least they give you a little bit. Yeah. I can imagine. That's crazy. But like Megan said, you got this. We have hope for you and your beautiful stories. Chris says, I have every intention of getting Halloween decorations this year right after I replenish some post-trip funds. Yeah, I will have more than just my solo zombie arm. I had a couple decorations that I brought from Washington, like my pop-up coffin and stuff like that. And Tony's yard isn't big enough to really put up like the blow-up stuff I want, like the dragons and stuff. So I gotta wait till we get our house to do that. But like, I didn't show you all the finished products. Let me bring them down. So I made my flower arrangements with all the flowers. Let me see. So this is my favorite one. I got the skulls.
Camera, stop being blurry.
It's not blurry on my end.
Oh, it's super blurry over here.
So, and then that's probably my favorite one because it's, I don't know, it's very like, I don't know, I just like it. Well, here's the white one. And I got the 2 white skulls and the silver branch. These are what I told her to get more of. The black, silver, and purple. And they got eyeballs in the flowers. And you can't see it, but there's like spiders in it and within it and the eyeballs and stuff. And then these are little copper branches. I don't know why it's blurry on y'all's end. For once, it's not blurry on my end. It's weird. But yeah. We'll take pictures and put them on Instagram. But they're so pretty. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah.
It's actually clearer with the smaller image.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see them clearly now.
That's so weird. Because it was clear on my end either way. And this one has the eyeballs. And it was weird. These little 2 white, well, silver skeletons. They came on one of these flowers just randomly, just one set. And I was like, that doesn't match at all. So I took them and put them in that. So, and I already told the boyfriend. He's already said the kitchen's gonna be camo themed. So the living room will be Edgar Allan Poe Halloween themed. And the bedroom will be red and black. I don't know what the bathroom will be. Like, we already got it planned out. We ain't even fucking got it approved for the house yet. It's nice to have dreams. Goals. Hashtag goals. Yeah. So I'm super happy. What'd you do this last spring?
I was editing.
Mm-hmm. I'm not in a writing mood or an editing mood, although I need to be because I'm so close to finishing my edit. So, but this is a small book, so I'm reading Catch the Unicorn because the one thing I don't know how to do, worth a damn. And last night I forgot my notebook that I take my notes in, and then I just realized when I went to go write down the notes that I left my pen at his house, so I'll have to go get that probably this week sometime. But so I was writing down all the notes and stuff that I underlined. So far she hasn't told me anything I know, like light bulb moment, but she's told me a couple things that I really didn't think about as marketing. So, but I'm only in chapter 2, so it's a really good book so far. But
yeah, the editing is challenging right now. The meds I'm on, any mood stabilizing meds tend to turn off my creativity, and it's amazing how much creativity you need to developmentally edit.
yeah, because you're not just like proofreading, editing, you're having to actually think and conceptualize the story as you go.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that.
And aside from that, I have done nothing creative since I started these meds. And I haven't had any desire to.
That stinks.
But I haven't been in the dumps either. And
Yeah.
I've been feeling like, I could work a normal job.
But do you
Which means
want
I have to. It's a question mark, or a you know
to?
a weighing the odds thing. Do I live in mundania and not be depressed and have a normal job like a normal person, or do I be depressed all the time and creative up the wazoo?
Well, I mean, you have to basically weigh it like I did. Like, gotta have money to survive, but without your creativity, you'll slowly die either way. It's just another type of death. I feel like we all
Hmm.
have creative outlets, even those that don't do writing or art or something like. There's still creative outlets out there. But if you don't have any drive or want to do them, then you're still just going through life through the motions, and that's boring and can be depressing all in itself. So,
So yeah,
um,
that's why I haven't been doing my streams. That's just I don't care.
yeah, I know you had the month off, and then I was like yesterday, I was like, I don't know if he's streaming or not. I should probably ask, and then I like kept getting. It said peak hour was from 1 to 2, but I think because of all the construction, nobody wanted to go out and tackle the freeway. I was able to work till like 4 and make money. So I was like, I hope he's not streaming. I feel really bad. I never checked. But there was so many people on the roads and even the back roads, like I couldn't go crazy like I normally do and just get there really super fast. So I don't know. Carrie, this is like the description of me and my mom. I am all out for Halloween. My mom does Christmas. She almost ran me out of the house the year I brought in a black Christmas tree. And then told me I could put that in my room if I wanted it, but it wasn't going in the living room. It's like, bitch, it's my house. I don't care. I do Christmas. You do Halloween. Okay. I'll just go in my corner now.
Oh, I just found out that Royal Caribbean is stopping their COVID testing before getting on the ship. Um, because they've been doing that, and people are still coming off the ship, like masses of them with COVID. My grandmother and uh, both of my aunts that went with her on this last Alaskan cruise all came back with COVID, and like half the cruise came back with COVID.
So do you think people are lying on their test? Or do you think like they're getting tested and then getting it like a day or two after?
They're getting tested during their incubation period,
Yeah.
and it's not helping. So basically, they're turning away the people that have already been sick, but that are already sick, but not the ones that are incubating, because they don't know that they're incubating, and entire cruises are getting sick.
And because it's incubating, it's still not going to show up on a test.
Hmm.
True.
Yeah, this vacation for them was not good. Um, the third train derailment this year, which you don't hear about them at all, and now there have been 3 this year. The third
Mhm.
one was in their train's path on the way to Seattle. So the eastbound train had to stop on one side, the westbound train had to stop on the other side, and they had to shuttle the passengers to the other trains.
Oh wow.
It wasn't a passenger train that derailed this time. It was a freight train.
Hmm.
So it was a very long distance that they had to shuttle people. But also, when they were on the ship, the first port, um, they had to skip because someone on the ship needed emergency medical attention, and so they had to go take the ship to Juneau instead of to the port they were supposed to go to, and they basically missed that stop and all the scenery the next day that they were supposed to see. Um, and then the stop after that, um, they had to miss because someone died.
Like on the ship.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I wouldn't call that a good choice.
derailment, missing stops, someone dying on the ship, and coming back with COVID. Um, Not a good vacation.
That's crazy. To say, I guess now an ex coworker just came back Monday from being on a trip they go every year. They leave out of Florida and do the Jamaica trip. And he was fine. So,
So, CB, I
uh,
don't see New York to DC being a problem,
no.
um, because that is number one, it's a very short trip, and number two, it's a very well the stretch is not through areas that these other trains were having problems with. Basically, the derailments were because of rural crossings that don't have any signage or signal. And so you don't know. So it's people crossing when they don't know a train's coming.
Because nobody looks both ways anymore. If they just, oh, the things are up. Let's go.
There's no thing to be up in those crossings. And that's what happened with at least the first two crashes, is
The
that
first one,
the
I
crossings
remember seeing it,
weren't
but
marked. It's like,
I'm
why are
sorry.
you
The
putting
boyfriend isn't marked, but still, people should still look.
hmm
I just,
Well, I
I
think you're
didn't understand.
supposed to if you've got a crossing like that. I think common practice is to stop and look both ways and then go.
Fly buses do it. They don't need signals. Just saying. Yeah. I mean, and that's right. I mean, I lived in a town where we had 3 places just to go into town where the train came through, and there was never a schedule, so you had to look. But yeah,
Spencer's stopping for railroad tracks.
yeah, people don't all the time. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious to see how defensive driving classes have changed in the last 30 2 years. Yeah, 32 years.
With the way
No,
people drive these days, I would say they
Yeah.
don't teach it. They teach offensive driving.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
You claim the
it's
road as
been
your own.
weird. Yeah. I took mine in school 22 years ago, and they didn't teach much then. So I can only imagine now. Like, there are women, there are men, there are kids that don't even know how to change their damn tires. Like, that was a whole class one day. I mean, the only difference between that now and then would be the lock key, but I don't know. And they used to be like, they only paid like $150 for my class, and it was 4 weeks, 2 weeks in the classroom, and then 2 weeks driving. Um, but we looked hers up, and it's gonna be $600. I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to wait till so you may not be getting it until like December. I don't know how you're gonna swing that with basketball. Good luck. And she's like, oh, I got all of August. And then now she finds out she's got choir practice starting next week. No, you don't. Oh, God.
Megan, I think polio is a one shot or one vaccination for life. I think that's how it is. The reason there's a resurgence is there's a whole bunch of parents saying, I don't like any vaccines.
Yeah, all the anti-vaxxer kids are getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the anti-vaxxers, their kids are right about 18 to 25 now. When that, like, really got big. Yeah. See, and I think that's something that should be taught. I mean, Conroe downtown has a railroad track, and most of the tracks go over the roads, like bridges or whatever, so you don't have to deal with it. But then there are a few that they don't, and there's one that doesn't have it has like the railroad crossing stuff on the street, but it doesn't have somebody ran through them and they ain't fixed it, the arms. So like, yeah, that's gonna definitely be something important to drill into my kid. See, and I don't know why London would be having a resurgence. I don't know how many anti-vaxxers they had.
I think England has become, well, England and the United States, as much as England says that or Great Britain says that the United States is, backward and everything, they're having the exact same problems we are. Like the exact same fights between groups.
Mm. Now, Cat's back to your point. That's not an option in Texas.
Oh.
And it wasn't in Nebraska either. You have to take the class.
Yeah, here in Michigan, you don't have to. Once you turn 18, you can go in, take a written test. Pass the written test, you'll get a permit. That's like a 60-day permit, I think. And then you come in and do your driver's test after your permit.
Well, yeah, if you're 18. If you're 18, yeah. But I'm saying for like a 16-year-old.
Yeah, no. Most people will just wait until they're 18.
I am so glad I was in high school back when it was still a high school subject.
Yeah, it costs like $600 per class because you have your initial class, which gets you your permit, and then you have the second class, which actually gets you the driver's test and the license.
So you have to do the one class in every state I've lived in. At 16, you have to do the one class. Here, it's just a defensive driving in-school course, like they offer it at the school. Nebraska, they only did it on Saturdays in like a parking lot. You'd go like to some business, and they'd have like the meeting room would be set up for the class, and you'd meet there for 6 Saturdays, and then like half the class would be tested or book stuff, and then the other half would be driving. It's like an hour of each. And then in Washington, you didn't have that option to do it through the school at all. You just had to take a defensive driving course that was geared towards driving safe in the snow and the rain on the mountains. So, and it had like, you know, trailers on the side of the road if they're putting snow tires or snow chains on, or you know, things like that.
That sounds way more useful than what we got. I didn't even take it because it was so expensive. That's why I can't drive. Still.
Would you have had to pay $2,000?
I almost would have had to pay $2,000. Yeah. Plus, if I would have gotten a license while under my dad's roof, he would have had to add me to his car insurance. And it would have raised his car insurance like triple. It would have tripled my dad's car insurance.
I remember back in the 90s when I was a teenager and we just had it as a class in high school, did not have to pay for it. It was just part of the curriculum.
Well, see, I came in the first year after it wasn't in the curriculum.
Oof. That's a slap in the face.
Yeah. And the fucked up part is, in Mississippi, you didn't have to take a defensive driving course. I was at 15, just driving down the road with a permit. I come in, I'm like, here's my permit. Like 2 weeks from 16, I'm like, here's my permit. What a way to freeze, guys.
Oh, CB, that's funny.
But yeah, I just walk in, I'm like, here's my permit. And they're like, oh, well, to get a driver's license, you still have to take the course. I'm like, have a permit. I just need to take the written test. No, here, you still have to take the course. Okay. What course, what, you know, hour can I take it? Oh, no, we quit that last year. Yeah. No, I'll address that.
Yeah, Mario Kart skills being used on actual roads with real cars is a very bad decision.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm good at Formula One too, but I wouldn't want to drive like that. Although, let's face it, I don't know what speed limits are. Suggestions. That might get me a lift problem or two.
I remember.
Yeah.
My dad came down. I went and stayed with my grandma for a couple weeks, and I got really homesick because I'd never been that far away from my dad before. So I went home. I was returning home early, so they met in the middle. We met somewhere outside of Chicago because my grandma lives in southern Illinois. So basically, they would have had to drive almost an equal amount at that point. And I remember us driving home because my grandma got a hotel room there because she's like, I can't drive that back. But my dad used my aunt's car. And when he returned her car, he informed her that at like 180 something, it gets the wiggles. But she's like, my car does what at 180? My dad was going 180 in my aunt's car at like 2 o'clock in the morning because nobody was there.
The boyfriend calls me Mario Andretti because we were on the way to the Guadalupe. We were going like 140. I was like, it's a new car. I want to see what it can do. Like, he was asleep. Nobody was around. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. Didn't realize I was going over 100. And then when I did, I'm like, fuck, let's see how fast it can go. He wakes up, spit out at 140. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, what? I slowed down.
Hello, new person.
Hello. Welcome, Halito. Right now we're just talking, but we really should get enough sprint going.
Yeah, because in order for me to finish the section on editing, I need 3 sprints. And we've only had one.
Yes. Well, see, you got the not lazy Amber and the Amber that has had a shit week and full of drama night. So welcome to me. Uh, normally I'm half asleep, but I'm like, let's work. But 8 o'clock this morning, furniture arrived, so I walked into like the living room couch, sitting in the dining room, up on its end, like, I hope that don't fall. We only have 5 dogs, and one of them's the size of a horse to knock it down. Like, nothing's gonna happen. I say dogs, they all start barking. What the fuck? Yeah. So usually, is there a name you want to be called, or me just say yeah loud, or let me know. Usually we talk and we sprint and get some work done, but we haven't been doing that a lot today. But we're going to, because Jayce needs to get shit done. And I probably should get stuff done too.
I don't know when I'm going to disappear, but I'm going to disappear before 2 o'clock because that's when I'm going to go start a stream on Twitch for my 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, so make sure you that.
So at some point, because it won't let me set it up in Streamlabs and have my mic and camera connected while I'm in StreamYard.
Yeah.
Funny how.
So we'll do this 20, and then you can leave, and that way that'll give you enough time before my stream ends to throw your Twitch up.
Okay.
That works.
Sure. I just wanted to let you know that I'd have to disappear early.
Yeah, no, I knew you were. I just didn't know how early you were gonna have to disappear. All right, so we're a couple minutes late since we talked about that, but we can go ahead and get this one going. I didn't tell you to go yet, bitch. So you're all Karen.
Oh, and sure, be very warned. These sprints end with big booms. They will scare you.
On Sundays, every timer will end in a boom, so hopefully that don't scare you if you have your sound up too loud. They do not have music or anything, if possible. And then on Twitch on Wednesdays, you'll see my description. Those are kind of like, we have music, I have music going, and my lights going, and it's just more like talk and work at the same time. If you see that and want to join, that's Wednesday nights at 7 Central. So, all right, let's get this one going in 3, 2, 1, go.
Boom.
Did y'all hear the boom on that?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I didn't hear it on my end. I have no idea why. That's why I was like checking the volume and everything. I don't know what happened. I think another storm is running in because my computer's acting weird. CB came in with the first boom. You know it's coming. Come on. You know it's coming. I scare myself with bombs every now and then, so well, yeah.
I was a minute late because I was taking care of my yakisoba bowl. Because I found out I can have yakisobas. I just can't have the veggie packet. Okay, I can have a very specific yakisoba as long as I don't eat the veggie packet. So I ordered dehydrated veggies. They should be here like Tuesday. That I can just add.
Did you make sure they didn't have that in them?
It's individual types of veggie. So I'm getting like
okay.
A thing of corn, a thing of carrots, a thing of this.
You get used to it. I mean,
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I guess it depends on how into your work you are.
Yes.
Sorry, not sorry. You were. It ain't like you're not here every Sunday for CB, and sorry. I'll tell you sorry because I know you're warned, but I kind of feel bad. But like I said, the Wednesday Twitch streams are kind of more laid back, and we work and talk at the same time. Although I don't have that many people there to talk while I work, but whoa, excuse me. But yeah, so Megan was working on. Is this a story that you were laying out, timelining the other day, or is this an entirely different story? If you're trying to figure out the ending, I'm curious.
I think it's the same book because Megan only works on one book at one time.
Well, that's what I thought. But if she's already trying to figure out the like, are you still in the outline? Or are you actually writing?
I think she had to rework
how big
the
is this book?
It's huge.
Spence almost finished the bowl of soup and chipping away on client work, trying to get the rest of the years done before the twins are born on top of everything else going on. Yeah, you take the cake after you make the cake for like the most shit going on in life and still manage to get it done. I don't honestly know how you do it normally, much less with 2 little humans in your freaking belly. 1 was bad enough for me. 2, well, I'll just pass out here. There was this woman when I was a teenager. We were visiting friends in England, and we're at the bus station, and there was an almighty crack of thunder that made me jump 3 feet in the air. Okay, so what time do you need to leave?
Wait, what time is it now? I can't see.
It's 20 till.
Okay.
Well, 21 till.
Yeah.
I don't need to leave too far in advance, in all honesty, but also I got an email right when that sprint started and right when I was making my food. I was like, of course my package is ready now. I have to walk to the other side of the pond. Hate that the hub is nice because it protects your packages, but I hate the hub because it doesn't deliver my packages here. So I have to walk to it and then carry stuff back.
The silver lining is at least you have the energy again to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Considering when my sister, in May, my sister sent me food through Amazon because she could order through EBT. I got 2 big boxes. I could not carry them. Thankfully, Nat and her friend were here, and they were so awesome, and they carried the boxes. Like, I was able to carry them slightly, but I couldn't carry them for... I could carry it for like 5-10 feet, maybe.
Mm-hmm. But now you have the energies.
Yeah, until I don't. Which happens. Or, like, I'll overdo it, and I'll carry a bunch of stuff, and then I'm like, that was a mistake.
But it's so much better now.
Yeah, I can
Look at
actually...
me. I'm like, yeah. There's like nobody around, so I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'll do it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. And then I like get done. I immediately like, okay, time to pass out. I knew better. I did it. And here's my punishment. Oh god, I love bad health.
I remember that from when I was going through the medical stuff that knocked my energy out for months, and just getting it back. You get to these points where you're like, okay, I'm better. I'm not better. Oh my god, I'm not better.
Yeah. Well,
When I got better the day, you go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in therapy, and my therapist she also has a chronic illness, but hers is fibromyalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things we're working on is me not overdoing it. Which, before I got sick, guess who was like queen of overdoing it?
You know.
Is it something about our birthday that makes us overdo it?
It is a Capricorn trait.
Is it a Capricorn trait?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's an
we
earth
don't
sign.
very much ask for help.
It's kind of an earth sign trait. Is the workhorse.
I'm so bad at asking for help.
I mean, the sign is the damn ram.
No, it's a goat. Aries is the ram.
Yeah, Aries is the
whatever. It's a
goat.
Stubborn ass animal.
Yes.
Also a mythical one because ours is a goat with a mermaid's tail.
Yes. It's a mergoat.
Yeah. So we're stubborn and we do shit no one else can do.
And it's hilarious
Until we
because
die.
I'm like, yeah, because I'm tiny, actually. Like, I weigh a lot more than I look like I weigh when people see me in person. And they're like, wait, you're so short. It's like, yeah, but I bet I can move the furniture and you can't. Because, like, I don't know if I said this on your stream before, but I have said it on a stream before. When I worked at Goodwill, there was this guy who was he was at least a foot taller than me, at least. And he very obviously worked out. Like, he had muscles and, like, he kept up his appearance. And one of our coworkers was like, it's so funny to watch you carry furniture together because you're just like, huh! And he's just like, it's like, all he can lift is weights. Practically, he cannot lift. Like, in a practical sense, but, like, in a weight room, he can lift. Whereas I can't lift in a weight room, but you ask me to move that piece of furniture and I can move it.
Exactly. How's that? I don't know how that works. It's so weird. So we know we got a Jewel stream right after this on Sunday next week. She got that scheduled.
Yay.
My best falls short on the best of days, and every day is a bad day right now. And I'm just trying to stop things from unraveling so bad one gets hurt when it's barely working. Oh, I'm sure your barely is better than most of our bests. Last time I seen it was in the bathroom. Ask the little one. Alright, so I turned this timer into a 10. That'll get us till 1 o'clock. And that'll give us to 2 minutes to 1. And that way, Kat, you can go ahead and have a couple minutes to... Or if you want to do it now, do you have anything coming up this week?
Not that I know. I just know that
I'm laughing because the lack of punctuation between eat and the means since I can barely eat the babies.
So you were definitely in editing mode.
And suddenly it's one of Laura's stories.
Yeah.
Huh? I didn't say you couldn't go to the mall with them. I didn't know they were going to the mall. Calm your shit.
No, I was asking if Miranda said that you said that.
I did not.
Oh.
I didn't say it. I said we were going to Target later. How does we're going to Target later translate into my kid can't go anywhere with you? We're going to get shampoo. I can do that by my damn self. They want to brave the traffic for 2 hours to go to the mall, go for it. Okay. We'll get this one started. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, go figure out what the fuck's going on. And there goes all the flying meats and vegetables. I'm gonna have to figure out what I want her to do next because I love this timer. Can I throw food at people? All right. It's the meat boom.
What'd you say?
I said it's the meat boom.
Oh,
I want to
meat
throw
boom.
food at people. Yeah, I want to throw food at people.
We like the meat
All
boom.
right. So if you need to keep working and get stuff done, Jules' stream's up next. That is hers, or you can copy that, or you can go over to Tugwaddle's playlist. That's Devin Cutting channel. picture of a crane. In case you'd like to look that up, sure. And then Kat, it's her 2-year anniversary of being over on Twitch, so she is doing the Rising stream. So go watch her play that. I was going to get it this month, and then lost my job. Stuff happened. Bye, Jolly. So yeah. The kid's going to the mall. I don't feel like going to Lego and shoe shopping. So, plus he tends to buy them stuff, and I don't want to feel indebted to him. Let's see. Megan researching nursing home blueprints. A fun way to do that is to watch Ghost Adventures. They do enough of them. And there's one that actually showed the layout because it's like a star. I forget which one that is. It's where the nurse got let go for talking about the ghost. And then they came back a year later and she talked about it again. I don't remember.
Oh, I only have one story left of the section that I'm working on to edit. It's an anthology, so lots of stories.
Mm-hmm. I got about a half a page of notes, which equaled about exactly 20 pages of reading. So, not bad. I think once they leave, I am going to take a nap and then wash my car. All right. Jayce, do you have anything going on this week?
Nope. I don't know what I'm doing. Aside from editing. Trying to get my life together.
That's a constant struggle for everybody. Let me see. I'm trying to find Tugwaddle's sprints for today. You can tell how many writers there are just by how many subscribers he has. There's 505 of us. Oh, that would be why I never heard the booms. It was fucking muted. Go figure.
I'm kind of upset there aren't more.
I'm surprised there aren't more. I'm not upset because everybody has their own writing styles and stuff, but it's being a bitch. And it just started raining. Glad I didn't go outside.
Ooh, mozzarella sticks.
There we go.
I want cheese.
Oh, that would be good. That's the only downside of not going places with them is that they tend to go eat food that I would really like to have. All right, so that is Devin's playlist for today. Cheese is amazing. So is ice cream till you have 500 of them, and I am not exaggerating on that. In the fridge, and in 3 freezers. You should not have to eat ice cream to make your ice machine work. That should not be a thing. I walked downstairs to tell him I wasn't going to go with him. And Mom's like, here, we need 2 more people to eat. Okay. I'm going to end up hating my favorite ice cream by the time this is over with. Oh, goodness.
Hot melty cheese with crispy breadcrumbs. Stop talking dirty to me, Laura.
to make me go get some from Sonic. And I'm near enough. Ubering. All right. Like I said, my Wednesday streams on Twitch will hopefully still happen until the unforeseeable future. Sorry about this past Wednesday. It was storming too bad, but the tropical storm's supposed to be gone by then, so I should be able to stream no problem. Oh, she's really getting down and dirty with you. Dripping with excess oil, Jayce.
Actually, that turns it around for me because I have stomach problems, and the oil will turn my acid into napalm when my acid comes up. So actually, greasy stuff does not work.
But they're all hot and cheesy and crispy. And I'm broke, so you're being mean to me. That's okay. Monday, when I go to pick up an order, I'll be like, hey, I need some mozzarella sticks because Laura has made me crave them. And I'll
So,
take
yeah.
the order for this so-and-so person too.
I like them when they're baked and not fried, because otherwise
They
I
don't
have
like
issues. They don't like me back.
I'm gonna have to tell Mom to get some on the way back home. All right, well, y'all head on over, who hasn't, to Jules if you need to get to work or celebrate with Kat over on Twitch. And I will see you guys either Wednesday or back here on Sunday. Bye.
All right, bye.